Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more Paleo Pines. It is harvesting day, and not only is it harvesting day, it is also cooking day. Among other things, of course, more quests, all that lovely jazz, but I want to get these watermelons. So many watermelons. Oh my god, so many. And also, I'm actually thinking maybe today, maybe another day, but I'd also like to just kind of redo my farms a bit now that I know that the fertilizer trick works like an absolute charm. I would rather change things up around a little bit, but first things first, let me quickly grab good old obsidian here. One fragrant pop in, if I can find it. And just feed that to you, get you all nice and completely revitalized. I do love that thing. It really is so handy, like when you need it, it's fantastically handy. There we go. Yeah, so I'm actually thinking as well, like maybe redoing the farms today. And just kind of making things a bit more effective, a bit more long-term, because as you can see, I had just a one farm set there, and then I tried this one ever since I got the water bowl, and I realised that it had like a predetermined range, because at first it felt a little bit random. There's a funny thing that I didn't do called looking, and as soon as I saw that it was actually indeed a predetermined range, I fitted it in with the fertilizer, and it made this highly efficient setup, really efficient, because for those who missed it in a previous episode, the fertilizer does fertilize your crops and even does so after they've been planted and sprouted. So with that in mind, with all my little ones doing all the watering for me, that will make these massive farms really effective. And it's in a really weird location. That one's poopy. I could do better, but we'll do that one a little bit later, because we have to think about what exactly it is that I want from that. But more important, like I mentioned, a little bit of cooking. Last time I had all these watermelons, I could not make buns, and now I can. So I'm gonna go ahead then, experiment. Oh no, is it only, wait, hold on. Oh, it's only three watermelons per. Oh wow. There's me about to chuck in 10, and that would have been an absolute waste. And there we go, the pan dulce recipe has been learned. I had to make that 10 times manually before I actually had the recipe fully unlocked. But yeah, so to put this into perspective, one 3-star watermelon will cost about 1,100 shells. Just gonna wait for this to finish cooking up first. There we go, so 1,100 shells. So 3 watermelons in a pan dulce recipe will cost about, or yield about 3,300. Or a 3-star pan dulce will net me 4,500. So that's like an entire watermelon extra, and then some. Which I guess is a really nice takeaway, considering that I do need to put in quite a fair bit of wood. Flour, not really fussed about, but the wood, as any of you have experimented with cooking will know, that wood does get used up rapidly. Especially in pie recipes. Oh my god, the pies are savage. Not really a sentence I thought I'd say out loud. So this is the final one, and I shall have this mastered. So comparing this to vegetable soup requires 5 cauliflower, 5 potato, 5 turnips. Whereas this requires 3 watermelons, but the watermelons take longer to cook. Let's go ahead then and just bang on. I can make 10 in one go. For the love of God, do not misclick this. This will be such an expensive mistake if I misclick. I've been doing that quite a bit during my masteries. I wasted, there we go. I've wasted so much food, so much produce. There we go. So yeah, it costs about 30 wood per, but it's really, really worth it. This right here is 45,000 shells per 10 that I'm currently crafting. Oh my god, that is 200 wood I have just used up. Goodness, I'm definitely going to start going out farming again. Well, thankfully, I think I've finished probably the majority of all the crafting order related missions I'm going to get. So, yeah, I'm down to 400, which is also about to be absolutely used up. But, it's fine, it's fine. Alright then, so that is the final 5 pan dulce, and this is what I've made. Oh my god, that's gonna take some selling. I'm gonna have to have that in my pocket for a very, very long time. And I'm left at 239 wood, which is not entirely ideal, but it's fine, it's fine. You know, I just realised, so I know it's Corlin and Narlock. Have I been saying Norlac? I think I might have. I think I'm just inventing names at this rate. So here is Narlock. Is it Narlock? It is Nalrock. It's Nalrock. Wow. Okay. Anyway, Yeah, so that's 36 right there. You know what? Ooh, I cannot explain the temptation. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do it. It's done. I've done it. Oh my god, I still have so much left. Wait, hold on. Can I do that a second time? No. Well, that's how you get 52 festival tickets. Oh my goodness. Yeah, big spender today. No kidding. Just casually. We just casually transferred or exchanged like 500,000 shells. Alright then, well, I know I could just do more, but calm down, Becca, I don't need more just yet. Arani! Meanwhile, Arani! Hey, honey pie, looking good, you here to mix up? You never believe it, the tarot cards came through. They said I needed to be patient, sugar, so I waited and Freya made me a lantern. Turns out she was just nervous on our date. I knew my cooking wasn't that bad. So we're going to try again. I hope there's no planets in retrograde this time. We decided to cook something together instead of me doing all the work. I figured it'd be easier to get Freya to talk that way, even if it's only to read the instructions on the recipe. We're making my signature dish, Armani's super spicy chili rice. I need a ton of chilies. Can you help me out with finding some? About 100 chilies sounds right. What? It's super spicy for a reason, sugar. And if I want to see if Freya can stand the heat. I actually think I have some left over. I knew asking you was a great idea. I have a good feeling about this date. Oh, bless. Oh, and I think this might be just side quests. Forest wood? Tomatoes. Oh, and yeah, just like more little side quests. Chili. I have 411 left over. Oh my god, I've actually got enough. Fantastic. All right then, Orani. Why is it the camera angles every time? Perfect. Make sure to wash your hands before you touch anything else now. Absolutely, I shall. Good luck, Arani, and good luck, Freya. Oh, and meanwhile, Avery's in Pebble Plaza. So, Avery. Becca, please, allow me to enthrall you with the story of adventure, anticipation, and pasta. Never mind, I guess not today. Cool. It's alright, mate, we'll just shout across the plaza. Hey, could you give me a push? No, never mind. It all started last night. All was quiet, then suddenly, fire, flour, flavor. Fire, flour, flavor, nummy, num, and bam! One bite of mac and cheese and I was slammed face first into the past. You see, back when I was little, Granny Agami looked after me. I was raised in the valley, did you know? Imagine us for Avery on a farm. I know, I was adorable. Sigh, it was a magical childhood, if I'm honest. Makes me wonder why I ever left. Well, I mean, I know exactly why I left, but, not now. In any case, you know the expression, one good taste deserves another. I'd like to offer you up my own humble recipe, another Thursday throwback. Yes, I know it isn't Thursday, just go with me on this. Allow me to treat your taste buds to lavish lemon chutney. It really is quite tasty. Do try and make it, won't you? Alright then, is that like an actual quest, or is he just enthralling me with recipes? Yep, he was enthralling me with recipes. Chutney, that's a jam, I do believe. Yep, Avery's lemon chutney. And meanwhile, got a whole bunch of different side quests. Yep, just like tomatoes, potatoes, etc. Have you tried feeding puppets to your dinosaurs? My little friends love those tasty treats. Just idle text. Right then, lovely jubbly. Oh my god, finally! Wow, I think that is a proud, just a good old proud, no, not you, go away. A proud Trudon. I've been waiting for an ultra rare Trudon, and this might actually be my first Pride Dino. Okay, let's go ahead and double check it then. I will soothe you. Oh, look, it's beautiful. Oh, the pink and blues. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's just like a good old proud, maybe a proud lotus. Hold on, let's have a look. Yeah, there it is. That is my first proud dino. Obviously, I've got like amethyst and viola, etc. But just like the proper proud one. Oh, look at you. You're beautiful. Oh my god, yes, I finally get a Trudon. Oh my god. The playthrough has been getting on quite long now, so for those of you who may have forgotten, I was absolutely smitten with the Trudons when I first saw them because I'm so used to in Ark Survival Evolved and in Jurassic World Evolution, Trudons being evil little gremlins, absolutely evil, and these ones are so precious and I finally get to have one. Oh my god, I'm really happy. Oh, look at you. You're so beautiful. Oh, it just looks so cool. I really do like those colours a lot. And this is also just in time, you know, considering I'm about to be redoing all my farm setups. I'm going to need all the tenders I can get. This is really perfect timing. Oh, I love the sound so much. Oh, they sound so cute. Right then, and right in the deep green. Oh, that is the wrong button. We want to befriend it with a juicy pop-in. There you go then. I'm gonna have to think of a name for this, or maybe you guys can think of a name. Oh, it's so precious. Look at you. Aww. Oh, and by the way, I did also spot a tangerine. The love I saw earlier is either tangerine or carrot. The orange ones. I spotted one of those earlier as well, which was a rare. I think the first tangerine or carrot Dilophosaur I've seen, because I've only been seeing pearls for rare ones, though I do prefer the pearl one. It was really cool to spot. I have made a terrible discovery. I don't have a dreamstone. I forgot. I'm totally out of dreamstones. Oh no, but I need you. Oh, look at it. I gotta keep it. Right, well, there is one dino I technically could give away, and that would be my very first rare carnivore, Blueberry. Poor Blueberry, you've done me so well. I don't know. I'm really torn. Oh, I'm lacking 4 dreamstones. How the bloody hell do I get them? My god, I'm struggling. Oh, I gotta figure out something. I'm definitely keeping this one. It's an ultra rare pride, and it's my first pride one. And it's a Troodon. I've been waiting so long for a Troodon. God, so I'm definitely going to make a sacrifice somewhere to keep this awesome little lad. Now then, regarding the farming plots, I've been thinking about it quite a bit and using my ranch planner. And I was originally wanted to have 3 large 9x9 grids going across this entire way here, but it wouldn't fit in and the tree would be in the way anyway, so and I don't want like there to be a gap in the middle of the farms. So I'm thinking I may actually just stick to 2 plots of 9x9 because 9x9 is a lot. I do plan to mix the seeds a lot, and I've still got like all this other space all around here that I could choose for like smaller ones. But what I am going to do is just mark off the entire area. So from what I think I need to do, I need to have a path. I may or may not keep this path. I'm not sure. I have been wondering about whether or not I want to utilize paths in my farms just for the sake of aesthetics. But more importantly, I do need to bring it. Oh, hold on. I think it's just a little bit further up. So just one more. So just here. And bring it all the way downwards or upwards, and that'll just make it easier for me so I don't have to like manually keep checking where I am tilling the soil. I can just go nuts on my centrosaur and just, you know, till as much as I may need. Ebony looks so lost. It's just sitting there not knowing what to do. Okay, and we'll till. Yeah, don't worry, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. You're not in the way at all. And that is another bunch complete. Well, I say complete, you know, in the lightest of ways. So Lotus isn't quite as efficient, but they're level 18. Yeah, they can definitely do a good amount of it by themselves. Okay, so after a fair bit of back and forth, my conclusion is if I put this in the middle like I originally planned, so my big 9x9, I can actually still put the bowls here. And that will also cover the 9x9. It won't be 9x8, so I will gain 4 extra plots. I'm not using the gathering or the produce baskets. I want to harvest everything manually by hand. For the seed pots, I could just put, hold on, one here and another one on the opposite side, and that will cover everything, with the watering one being the most important key one, and that is that sorted. So I like that. That does leave us with a little gap over here, which I could just, you know, cover in a big dirt path like this. Or, alternatively, I could put, oh wait, I can put some things, why not there? Because I'm in the way, that's why. Yes, there we go. Or alternatively, I could put down a couple of decor like this, and that should just help kind of brighten everything up a little bit. There we go. I know it might be a little bit weird to have crops or plants, sorry, on top of the little dirt path, but I think it just looks nice. It really helps tie everything together. I think the consistency is more satisfying than the, you know, the realism, if you will. So that should be, ultimately, one of the main farms done. So that is going to be the setup right there. And then what I can do is have one basket on that side, or one seed dispenser, sorry, on that side, another seed pot on this side. There we go. And just assign the dinosaurs as needed, and that really should be quite fine, and I can just assign my highest levels to the watering bowls. Well, since it was evening, I thought I'd just go check on the baryonic spawn, and I've never seen this one before. I think it's a new Atlas one. How very interesting coloration. Hold on, we'll just wait for that to finish up. Yep, there we go. And yeah, it's a rare Atlas, so this is one of the new baryonics. Oh, yeah, very interesting. I don't really want it. Well, I want it, don't get me wrong, but I don't have the dreamstones for it. And I've already got my metallistic baryonics, which I really, really love. Oh, but that is really, really cool, though. I had no idea they had an Atlas color scheme. That looks awesome. Okay, so I've just assigned my highest level tenders to the watering bowl because they have a lot of work ahead of themselves, and they're doing their work only by themselves. And I've set off the rest of the tenders on the 2 seed bowls, although one of them's already empty because it turns out you can't mix the seeds. So because I'm going to be starting with sticky, for sticky I can only have beetroot, carrot, garlic, pineapple, pumpkin and watermelon. And I don't want to be doing pumpkins and watermelons already. I don't have any beetroots. I've already put in all the carrot and garlic seeds I have, and just a little bit of pineapple because why not? It can linger there for a while. And that should be all the dinosaurs now doing their thing. It looks like there's just one little bit of water left. Oh, I think Samani, yep. Samani's got the last little bits handled. So they're all rapidly running around doing work. And what I need to do is get my weed and chuck that into the fertilizer, and that will then distribute and fertilize all the plants or all the crops over the next couple of days. So it won't be instantaneous. But look at them all go, look at a variety of crops. So I know that technically I am doing myself a disservice by having different crops planted at the same time, because I'm going to have different harvesting windows. I'm okay with that. I think this will just be stuck to sticky. Like maybe I can every now and then like just kind of wait for things to deteriorate and then switch it to a different crop type. I don't know, I'm not really that fussed. Or maybe at some point I could just have an additional one. Come to think of it, if sticky is pumpkin and watermelon, maybe this is what I want to be using the least. And I could use the other 2 more frequently, but I need a lot of carrots anyway, so this is a good excuse to get myself a lot of carrots. Okay, so just to add a little bit of confirmation, regarding the fertilizers, you actually have to fuel them properly. You can't just cheese it by chucking in one weed, have it produce one fertilizer and think it'll do everything. No, the game is good, the game is smart, it doesn't quite work that way. If we look carefully, I've set the time to rush and it is now slowly distributing fertilizer everywhere, but I just chucked in a whole ton. For a 9x9 grid minus 2 slots, that requires 79 fertilizer, which is a lot of wheat. So I'm hoping that by having so many farms, or so many crops, I will get a lot of wheat. This probably isn't the best long-term solution, but it's a really nice automated process. And yeah, like I said, you can slowly see the crops getting fertilized by themselves. That is really, really handy. Okay, so now the next day, and let's see how it's all doing then. A lot of it is fertilized. That is loads of it fertilized. We already got our first couple of weeds, which I'm actually oddly happy about. If I go ahead and just quickly check. Still currently producing, still got 12 more sticky fertilizer, which is definitely more than or less than what we need. So I will just go ahead and chuck in, oh no, I've done a few more, I put them all away. That's fine, I'll do that in a moment. But yeah, you can see it's working along quite nicely. Just a little bit of setup at the beginning and it's all trudging on ahead, and this is fantastic. So, for the next one, let's quickly get my centrosols. So I know I technically could just do all the plots using Lotus and not worry about switching over, but 1, these guys are more efficient, and 2, I want them to have the experience. And this is a great opportunity for them to get some level ups. And you have to admit, this is very, very satisfying. I do like this. Okay, that is one batch done. Wow, she really did get the majority of that all by themselves, didn't they? Quickly whisk you away then and get the last bit done with Ebony, of whom is a lower level, so this does balance out quite nicely. Okay, actually, so before I do the rest, thinking about what I want next, Firm allows for potatoes, rhubarb, turnips, and wheat, which is really, really tempting. Or soft allows for bell peppers, chilies, corn, spring onions, strawberries, and tomatoes. Everything I listed just there I already have in sheer abundance. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to go for the firm one. Is it firm or is it sticky? I've already forgotten what I said. I think it was firm, yeah. I think I'll go for this one next then because I have loads of tomatoes, loads of chili, loads of peppers. I really, really don't need more. Okay, just a little bit right there. Just casually pushing that poor thing away. And I did a couple of last little bits by hand. So for the next batch, I definitely want potatoes. I have rhubarb. What else can I don't have any turnips on me currently. I do have cauliflower, which will take not that long actually. Okay, cauliflower. I don't have any lettuce. I don't have any turnips. I don't have wheat. So, oh wait, no, I do have lettuce. There we go. We'll just see how much that fulfills. Right, and because I already have all of my high-level tenders set to this watering bowl, I'm just going to quickly stagger this one. So while these guys are doing their job, I'm also going to make myself a whole bunch of firm fertilizer. And that should then fertilize all the crops around it. Yeah, you can see this is quite an expensive process. There we go, but it'll be worth it. It'll definitely be worth it. Yeah, so they're all doing their thing. And whatever's left over, I will... Oh, there we go, checking the lettuce. Whatever's left over after the seeding is done, I will then assign to the watering one, and whatever's left over from that, because they all don't quite have all the levels yet, I can then do manually with my Gallimimus. At least for the day one prep, and then after that they can do it all by themselves. Okay, so that's all the lettuce complete, so I'll put in the potatoes now, and they definitely are starting to lose all their stamina. They are getting tired, the poor things. But as we can see, the farm is really coming along. Isn't that so cute? I just love watching them all get together like that. It's really cool. And it's gonna be like oddly exciting to watch the farms be a little bit, I guess messy. As much as I do like them being neat and tidy, it's just gonna look like really wild and kind of like a bit of a forest. Not really quite like a forest, but it's very natural looking, like with all the different crops growing at the same time. And we can see the fertilizer is also doing its trick. This bit of soil is now firm, so is this one here and that one right there. Yeah, so it's all coming along nicely. Right then, I think that's really all we need to do then. And I probably will do some smaller farms to the side, maybe more manual farms. I'm not entirely decided just yet, but this is, you know, currently I'm just using up the majority of my seeds I have left over, and then I can think about like really serious long-term plans after that. But I think this here is actually a good long-term setup, just in terms of what I actually want to grow after I've gone through my remaining seeds. So I'll wrap it up here then. Thank you all so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a couple of things as well. And as always, I'll see you all again next time. Cheers.